Hello and welcome back to Photo Finds. This is the week of May 13th, 2014. Once again, thank you for stopping by and watching Photo Finds. This week we're going to get started at Disney's Epcot. Now, right off the bat, I just want to tell you we're not here to see anything in particular this week. Not every episode has to be about something brand new. This week is actually just more of a casual observation episode. We're going to be seeing a lot of things that have been in Epcot since the beginning. Some things that are newer, but the point is we're not looking at anything brand new necessarily. We might just get some different angles and point of views and observations on some things that are familiar. First of those things, we're going to go ahead and look at these telescopes here over on the front of World Showcase. Now, I don't know how many of you have looked into these telescopes, but you can get a very interesting, unique view all around the World Showcase through these things. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be kind of just more of a decoration, but you can actually see some very up-close details all around World Showcase. And, you know, not only that, but where these telescopes are located is a very solidified, quiet place. It has a desolation to it that you really can't get anywhere else in Epcot. So it's a very relaxing place to come and go if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of it all. Moving on, we're over in the Mexico Pavilion in World Showcase, and this is just an observation. Usually around World Showcase, when they have these advertisements and time signs up for the character meet and greets, these signs are usually located right next to the place where the characters meet guests. Over here, though, it's different. Donald Duck's sign with his times it's not even down that path you see with the wheelchair sign on it right there. It's actually way over about, I'd say 25, maybe 50 yards away from the sign. So I can imagine a lot of people get lost. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's him in his Three Caballeros uniform or costume, and it's just far away from the sign. It struck me as odd. Now, here I just wanted to do a quick review of this Margarita that I got over at the Margarita stand in Mexico, of course. This was about $10 after tax. You can see here on the sign, I got that frozen Margarita, $9.50. I got the strawberry one, and it was about $10.14 all in all. And you know what, guys? I wasn't that impressed. I really wasn't. And I've had margaritas in Disney before. I've had them at Animal Kingdom, and I've had them at Hollywood Studios. I got a margarita at Hollywood Studios over by the Tower of Terror, and I wasn't impressed with this one at all. And for $10, you know, I'd like to be. Alright, moving on. I just wanted to get a quick couple shots of the Florida area that they have set up for the Flower and Garden Festival. It just struck me as very bright and humid and hot over in this area. There's no shading whatsoever, and most of the areas in Epcot provide some kind of shading, but not so much over here in the Florida section, and I think that's very honest about the theming behind the area. You don't get away from the heat much in Florida, so I guess it's an accurate representation. The Flower Power concert series is coming to a close soon here at the America Pavilion in World Showcase. Looks like the last concert that's going to happen is May 16th through May 18th, the Alan Parsons Live Project. Exiting World Showcase over by France. I just got a quick shot of this evil criminal mastermind getaway boat docking only, and there you have the evil Kermit. His mind is slipping me. I didn't see Muppets Most Wanted, but the evil Kermit character, you can see his footprints there escaping. And this just got me thinking how obvious these clues and destinations for the MBI game at Epcot. If you don't know about the MBI game, it is a scavenger hunt similar to the Phineas and Ferb one that was there prior to this one. It sends you on a hunt with different clues, kind of on a scavenger hunt, finally winding up in a conclusion to your story that you're supposed to be involved with, and this is one of those clues. And I just want to know how obvious it is to day guests if they aren't on the scavenger hunt. Just want to know how visible these clues are. This is one of the topiaries for the Flower and Garden Festival. This is, of course, Cinderella and Prince Charming. And I wasn't taking a picture of the topiary because of the topiary. I just wanted to get a closer shot down here of the lighting at the base of the topiary. It is a beautiful topiary, don't get me wrong, but I was concentrating on the lighting, and particularly I was interested because it looks like they're shifting towards LED lighting for outdoor lighting. And, this is pretty new. LEDs, of course, have been around for a very long time, but now that we're seeing them as outdoor garden lights, I think it's safe to say that they are going to replace many lighting fixtures soon, if not completely. Just thought that was interesting. Alright, over at the end of World Showcase, once again, we have a area here for water-wise herbs and vegetables presented by Rainbird, and this is, it's an area where you can go and learn about different irrigation techniques and get some tips on these signs down on the mulch there. And then Rainbird has a whole area set up where they're displaying their products, their controllers for timed irrigation and all that. They have some of their products laid out on tables like this, and they have representatives from the company to answer any questions there. I don't know how long they've been around at the Flower and Garden Festival, maybe the whole time. Not sure. Like I said, nothing brand new in this episode. We're just getting some different views on some stuff that has been there. Alright, over by the lagoon, we saw a maintenance worker watering and tending to the flowers. I guess you will see these people all the time in Epcot, especially at the Flower and Garden Festival, being that there's so many additional topiaries and plants and foliage to attend to that they can't just do it in the middle of the night and be done with it. They really have to constantly work on these displays and flowers round the clock. Over across the lagoon there was some of this mesh green fencing up, and I didn't know what it was until I got a little closer to it, and we will get closer to it in a minute. For now, I just wanted to take a picture of this little area that they have set up close to where the green fencing was, and they have a little display set up teaching you how to make different habitats and sanctuaries for the wildlife that may be around your home, to make a safe, enjoyable environment for wildlife. And there's bird feeders and bird cages and little ponds for frogs and fish, and just a nice display. Alright, back over to that green mesh fencing. This was over by the entrance to Future World, and it's not exactly clear what this was and why this was fenced off, but I zoomed in as much as I can, and it looks like some of the ground collapsed there underneath this flower bed. Don't know exactly what happened there. Here's another angle from the opposite side, but that's in fact what happened. There was a big gaping hole there, and who knows what caused it to collapse, but it looks like that's why the fencing is up. Going into Innoventions real quick, some of the experiments and games that they have in Innoventions were down, probably just for maintenance, testing temporarily suspended here, and they had a lockbox on top of the controls that you would normally use to control this barrel rig in this case. I never really took too close of a look at Innoventions, so upon looking at some more of these test games and everything, I thought these were all shut down. You can see some of these knobs look like they've been ripped off, and like this whole thing has just been abandoned. But what I found is you actually have to hit these buttons and lift up these doors to work on these kind of tug-of-war games that you do from the opposite side. So you push these buttons and these doors go up. You can see them halfway up there, and then you use these controls to kind of work with the person on the other side of these boxes to accomplish some task. It all differs between each one. We are over here at the Sum of All Thrills. also in Innovations. And I was talking to one of the cast members, and I was just asking him how old this technology was, this crane arm here. And this turns out it has been here for 4 years or so, 5 years. Around the same time that they were developing the Forbidden Journey ride. And I just wonder if the people over at Epcot, the Imagineers, and the folks over at Hogsmeade were at the same showcase where this crane arm technology was premiered or showcased. And they both had the same idea to bring it into their parks. Just wonder, you never know. Alright, and here we go with our weekly Attractions Rewind. What this is a look back on our Twitter account, looking back on the things we posted and others posted. So it's everything attractions and everything Twitter. Alright, here we go. We are going to start on Tuesday, May 6th over at Universal Orlando. And what we're looking at are QR codes that were added around the resort that you can scan with your phone or tablet with the Color Vision app to unlock special borders and features for your pictures. On Wednesday, May 7th, a new concept rendering was released by Sea Life Orlando of their upcoming aquarium here in Central Florida. To me, it's kind of reminiscent of the seas with Nemo and Friends at Epcot, maybe. I don't know if you agree, perhaps. Over Thursday, May 8th, we got a view from the top of Aihu's Breakaway Falls at Aquatica as it finally had its opening to the public. Nice view. Looks great to me. On Friday, May 9th, we saw new concept art showing the loading platform of the upcoming Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts ride at Universal Orlando. Now, this is very exciting for me anyway, I'm sure for you as well. We've been seeing a lot of developments on this attraction and Diagon Alley as a whole since the beginning, but this is the most revealing thing I think we've seen. Granted, it's not a photo, it's just a rendering, but if there's anything we know about renderings, the final product is usually very close to the early renderings. Alright. Saturday, May 10th, thanks to Magic City Mayhem on Twitter, we caught a glimpse of the crowds forming early in the day for the Wanted concert at Universal Orlando's Mardi Gras celebration. This is pretty typical for their concerts. On Sunday, May 11th, once again, thanks to Magic City Mayhem, we saw that the characters come out to play even at water parks, with this picture of Lilo from Lilo Stitch playing Connect 4 at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. On Monday, May 12th, finally, we have two pictures for you. They are both merchandise related. The first comes from Disney. There were new iPhone cases put up for sale at Disney Polynesian Resort's gift shop. Similarly, over at Universal Orlando, we had new Duff beer cups put up for sale with these red plastic capes attached to them. So some pretty good theming there on both of those new items available. Alright, that does it for Weekly Rewind, which means that does it for us in Photo Finds entirely. Once again, my name is Nick Russo, and I want to thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out our episodes and updates. Granted, we didn't check out much brand new material, but it's nice just to get a glimpse at the classics sometimes and remember what we love about them. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, have fun. Bye.